Hi and welcome to RC Kicks. On today's show, yes, we're gonna start building the 934. This is a special edition. This is number 91 of 333 ever made. Been looking forward to this one. Finished up a few other projects, so now we can crack on with this one. So I'm gonna stop waffling and just get into it, because yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Let's go. there we have the completed front and rear gearbox and drive shaft systems that will basically go like this. Next we move on to the shocks. Nice cup of tea. Makes every build go a little bit better. Well, there's something a little bit weird going on because I put in my servo in the orientation that it is in the manual, and I set up my steering bar as per the sizes, and it's off by miles, and there's no way to shorten it enough if you have it round in the orientation in the manual. But if I flip it over the other way, the servo over the other way, it all lines up perfectly, and then there's enough travel space for all the steering to work. So I don't quite understand what's going on, but everything kind of lines up correctly. I mean, obviously I have to fine tune it, but it lines up correctly. So there we have it. I finally finished the chassis. I need to order a electronic speed controller for this car, but I've got pretty much everything else. Wasn't too bad. A few issues with some very stiff screws. Actually, there's one there that needs a little bit tightening. Overall, pretty happy with it. It's a nice kit. There's a few problems though that I need to Google, or whether you guys can comment below. The first one is the battery tray. I don't know if you can see, the battery tray seems to be off center. Now, I'm not sure if that's because it's trying to put some weight on that side because of the motor on this side, or whether I've not lined up this center bar, because you can have this center bar in two different locations. So if anyone else has got one of these, can they let me know, because I'm not quite sure. On the instructions, I've done what the instructions say, but I just don't know if that's correct or not. The other thing, the main thing that concerns me the most is these rear arms. I followed what they said on the instructions, and there's a lot of play here. Really, it needs some kind of full bolt going through to hold it tight. There's too much play. Also, where it attaches to the back bulkhead, there's loads of play in it, and it's a bit sloppy. I'm pretty sure it can be fixed by changing the bolts around, but that's out of the factory, that's the standard, and I'm not overly impressed with that at all. The other thing that I seem to be having problems with is it's very saggy at the rear. I mean, I can change the oil. It needs bigger springs really on the rear. When I lift it up, the springs are so small that they just rattle loose. So I haven't done any research, because I'm sure there's probably loads around, but if you know, can you comment on this, the way to fix it? I'm guessing I'm just gonna have to pick some springs up, some better springs from somewhere. The dampeners themselves are fine, and they've got loads of reach. So it's not that, it's actually the springs are too soft and too short. So that's a bit weird. Apart from that, it all went together really well, so I'm happy with that. Wheels are stunning, love the wheels. Next thing to do is crack on with the body. That will be in the upcoming episode. That will be box art. Anyway, please like and subscribe, as it really helps this channel. And thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.